Alright guys, due to a comment that somebody had made saying I should do longer videos, I am going to do longer videos. Alright, I'm going to do just that. Now the reason why I'm doing longer videos, as the request was saying, if you did your videos longer, then you would have more of a response. People would have more time to view them. They wouldn't be, I mean, I know they were saying it because I have a lot of very short videos, and in the short videos, you're going to have to flip the screen too much. If you want to watch another one of my videos, you have to flip it. You have to always, change it to the second video you want to watch. If you want to watch me all night long, you got to change the videos all the time because my videos are so short. So you're just thinking, well, how am I going to watch Melina and Marco for a long time? Well, if you want to watch Melina and Marco for a long time, you end up watching my autobiography, which is only one almost. And I have some other videos that are 8 minutes long, but to find those videos, you just don't know where they are. So, I mean, you might know where they are. Just my ASMR videos are 8 minutes, some of them or whatever, but it's hard to find those videos, right? You're not sure where to look, you don't know. So for me, to do longer videos is going to do justice for you guys. You guys are going to be very pleased with that. I know it's going to be a great idea, and I'm really grateful to the fan that suggested it because I think it's exactly what I needed. Now, I did see somebody's video before. They were doing a vlog, and they were talking about, how to be successful on YouTube, and they were saying doing longer videos is how she got successful. And I actually know that that is true because people are because because I know one person is more successful than me, and they were doing worse than me. Now the reason why they were doing better is because their videos were longer. So people like to watch a longer video. For me, I think they want to watch a shorter video, but I mean, when you're watching a longer video, you get to really engage with the person on screen. You may not be actually engaging with them, but you get to see them visually longer, and it's more interesting to you than a flash, 10-second video where you're like, I don't want to watch this 10-second video because if I watch it, then I'm gonna have to go to the next video, and I want to watch Melina Marco more and more and more, but I have to flip videos over and over and over again. And of course, there's nothing wrong with that essentially, but I mean, if you really want to flip through videos, you might have a harder time with that. I mean, you can I guess some people can pre-select videos. I think that's another thing they do too, right? Like if you're YouTube Premium, you can pre-select videos and watch a bunch of the ones you actually want to watch, or you like a certain set of videos, and they just play, and then you're not concerned about it. You're watching my videos that you like, and you're able to watch. I mean, I don't know the full workings of all that, but I know that if you wanted to watch me back to back, and even though the videos are short, you can technically watch me back to back. So that's not necessarily the case. But I think for the most part, there are people with a lot of views, and part of that is because people will watch. If I have a video that's an hour long, and people watch, 5 minutes of it, that's considered a view. So if they land on it by accident, or well, most people want to watch me, of course, right? But if they watch it, they're gonna be like, I watched 5 minutes of it, that's a view, right? Or if they watch an hour of it, you get an hour watch time, right? So it is a very, very good idea to do this. And I should have thought of it before. I did see some YouTubers saying that, and I had some friends saying that because they wanted to do the same thing. They didn't want to watch me if it meant they had to change the video. Like my bestie watches, and she's like, I didn't want to watch if I had to change the video. Well, she didn't say that, but she wanted me to do longer videos, and I was like, well, I like longer videos, but I like to do shorter ones. But I think longer videos are better because now she's like, now if she wanted to watch this video, she knows it wouldn't run out before she had to watch the next one, and she knows she could just do something else and just totally relax and not be focused on, oh, I have to change the video, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. There's no have tos with the longer videos. You get to watch however long you want, and you're not concerned about it being too short and having to redo what you're planning. You could do something longer that takes longer, and then keep the video on and not worry that it's going to flip to another person. If you like me, you want to watch me, right? You're not going to want to watch somebody else. So, and with me too, like I like to watch my videos, but if I'm leaving them on, and I do play them back to back. I mean, for me, any video is good. I'm not too concerned. I like all my videos. I'm not concerned about whether it's a good video or a bad video. To me, I do feel almost all my videos are good. So whenever I do a new set of videos, I just play them back to back, and that's how I do it. But some people may not want to do that, right? They may not want to watch the recent ones. Maybe they want to watch ones from 2 weeks ago, and if they're 2 weeks old, they may not be able to play them back. You might be able to. I'm thinking you probably can somehow, but maybe not everybody knows how, right? So it's not something that they want to do necessarily. Not that it's a big burden, but it really is something that people prefer to have longer videos. Now I know your mom's podcast did longer videos, and they were so popular, and I do feel, well, they're very nice. Obviously, they played my video, but and I really feel great about that. But I do feel that I'm better than a lot of people. You know, I do feel that I'm very, very good. So if I had the longer videos, I know for a fact that I'll be famous. I just know it, and I mean, I'm so grateful to the fans that said it, because obviously they're selfless. You know, not maybe they have a lot, maybe they're doing very, very well, but they're obviously selfless to some extent, because they're like, I see you and I know you could do better. I know if you made longer videos, you would get what you need out of YouTube. And I'm really, you know, that really is so nice. I'm really happy about people being that way. You know, it's really nice to see people reaching out to someone that maybe, I think people know that I should be famous by now, but with all those short videos, it's harder to get that fame, you know. But of course, Melina's all about fame. She really is. Well, I mean, I'm not really all about fame, but I want to be famous, you know, because I want the money associated with fame. Fame to me is not a big deal. Like, fame is not something I'm interested in necessarily. It's just if you want to be famous, if you want to get paid a lot, you have to be famous. So that's why I want fame. But otherwise, I wouldn't care too much about fame. Like, fame is not a drive for me. It's not something that I'm interested in. I'm not concerned about whether I'm famous or not. Like, to me, it's not something I'm like striving for to like an extreme. I don't feel fame is something that gets you anything necessarily, other than money. You know, that's the kind of thing that I'm looking for. But I mean, because I do have a lot of really expensive taste, but I don't have the money, obviously. So you know, it's nice to have the fame to get that money for you. But I mean, for me, fame is kind of irrelevant. You know, like I don't see fame the same way that some people do. I mean, for me, fame is not something that I really care too much about, but it's what people live for, right? But and I think for the most part, I think a lot of people don't like fame necessarily, but they might. But I mean, for me, like, fame is not a big deal. I really enjoy fame, but I just feel like, you know, some things are better. You know, like, it's nice to be well liked and well received, but some people are very nasty about famous people, so they take it out on you, and you know, that to me is not a big deal. But you know, some people would prefer that doesn't happen. Fame in and of itself is kind of nice, but if you have all those people that are rude about it, it's kind of like, well, you know, you obviously don't like it, but I mean, it comes with it, right? But I mean, you're just like, okay, like, I don't need that, right? But I mean, for me, it doesn't bother me at all. I'm not concerned about it, but I'm like, some people would really not like that because they just don't like that part of fame, you know? But I mean, fame is exciting and new and fresh, and it's really got lots of things that people do like, you know? When you're famous, you do have a lot more leeway with how your life is, and you never have to worry about money if you are actually famous. I'm not actually famous, but you never have to worry about money. You never have to worry about things being an issue, you know, and you're always feeling really good about how you perform because you feel like people like your performances, right? Like, if you're famous, you're actually getting views, so people must like what you're doing, right? But there are some people that are relentless about not feeling good about their fame, you know? And I mean, for me, I would always feel good about my fame because I just feel like I already feel like I should be famous by now. So if I'm not famous now, I'm thinking, how is that possible? But I think this is going to be what's going to get me famous. Actually, this comment that the person made to do longer videos, I really think that's the key to my success now, because I have enough videos, definitely by far. I could spend more time on videos and make them longer, make them better, and make them bolder. And this angle is so cool. I love this angle. My studio looks incredible like this. It's just so awesome. So I really want to thank you guys so much for watching. My pleasure to give you guys the world's best. Now, I am doing longer videos, but I'm not sure how much longer I can. Now, tonight I'm very busy, so I may not be able to get as many longer videos in as I want, but I will do longer videos tonight for sure. Don't worry. I just have things that I'm doing too that I'm very busy with, but I will get to those longer videos. I am making this one slightly longer, but I will make really long videos. Like, I will make long videos, like, because I think it's important that I do that, because it's going to get me the views and the watch time I need to be actually famous. It'll be really nice. And you know, I think what's his name? I think Sarky the person who did the podcast on me, his videos are very long, so he has all that opportunity to get noticed more because people will watch the video and think, hey, I love this video. I really enjoy it. It's fun. It's great. It's about Marco and Melina, of course. So that video is good. But he does other videos on Buff Corral and what's his name, David Nappy. So he's really liking those videos, and so he's really good at those videos too. Like he's really got a really good performance angle going with it. He's very, very good. So for him, the longer videos works. He's gotten a bigger subscriber count quite quickly. He's very smart because he's doing videos on people that are really good and have above his count. So when he does a really good video on talking about them, he gets a lot of views and a lot of attention, and then he just probably moves on to somebody that's more famous, and so he does that, which is a really good idea. You don't have to give a long video that has a lot of watch time, and then you do podcasts on somebody that's very famous or more famous than you are, and you do a very good job. Then it's like very, very nice to do because you're just like, yeah, this is really cool. I mean, he's very, very good. And I love the podcast. I think it's a great podcast. And once he's famous, I'll be famous, I mean, he's gonna have that podcast about me, and probably a lot of my fans are subscribing to him, but I mean, there's gonna be people that are like, oh yeah, this is a cool guy, I want to subscribe. So they subscribe to me because they see the handle name right there and they subscribe. So it's twofold, works twofold. It's a win-win situation for both of us, and it's going to benefit both of us. Now, I think for him, he's very lucky to have picked me because I do see that I will be famous in the future. I do see that, and he's probably going to pick other people that are more famous. But I mean, I do see fame for me, and I don't think it's going to even be that much longer. I really feel that I'm going to be famous soon because I'm just so good looking and so talented that I do feel that I'm going to be famous. Now, I do it in a humble way. Now, people always think, I do talk about myself in a very high light, and I think it's important that we do, right? Because I think a lot of people don't talk about themselves that way because I don't think people feel very good, or they think they shouldn't feel very good about themselves. It's almost like, well, I have everything, I'm good, but do I want to say that I'm good? Like, is it something that's allowed? Do I really feel that's something that's really allowed? And people might see you that way. You should really feel that way if people see you that way. Like it's not like it's a crime to feel good about how you look or to feel good about your talents. You should feel really good about them, even if you feel like it's being narcissistic or totally selfish. It's good to feel good about yourself, right? Like, who wouldn't want to? So when you're around your friends, you should really feel like you are. And around people and just strangers in general, you should feel that you are somebody that's better than other people or offering a lot of talent to the world, or that you're important. You really should feel that and you should feel like you're an elevated sense of that. I don't think there's any harm done to feel like you're a major star when you might actually be one. So to me, I do feel that it's important that I say those things because I think it's important we feel that way about ourselves because who wouldn't want to? But I mean, there's a lot of people that do, obviously, I would think. I mean, I don't know. For some reason, I almost feel like people don't say that about themselves enough. Or, I mean, the people that I talk to always say they're not happy with how they look or whatever. And well, not necessarily. My bestie's never like that, but my bestie knows she's good looking, and she's always like, "Sounds looks aren't that important," And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like they're great, But she's obviously knows she's good looking and she likes it. But I mean, to some extent, you're just like, yes, good looks are very important, and you should feel that way. If you are good looking, that should be an even bigger bonus. But not everybody feels that they're good looking or that they should carry themselves that way or they are allowed to feel good about it, and that's not right, But I don't know how she feels exactly, but I mean, she does feel she's very good looking for sure. So I mean, she knows she's good looking, but she doesn't like liking it. She does like it, obviously, but I mean, there's more to it than that. I think for her, but for me, I really do enjoy looking good, and it's something I'm really proud of, and I work very hard for it. So why not feel good about it, But I don't know how she actually feels about it, but I know I know she knows she's very, very good looking. Sometimes she doesn't like it, but other times she's probably in love with it, right? So who knows? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to ask her in detail, but she does sometimes say that looks are not the best, and she doesn't feel that they're. But I mean, I can't speak for her, right? she'd have to be on here to say what she feels, right? But I know she knows that she's very good looking, so I'm sure she likes it because who wouldn't, right? She's gorgeous. But sometimes people don't feel good about it, right? So, I mean, but she knows she's gorgeous and she really has fun with it. So she really enjoys it, but sometimes she does say things where she's kind of like, it almost seems like she's not as enjoying of it as she should be, but I know that's not necessarily what she's really feeling because she might be feeling really good about it, right? But she may not say that. You know, some people are feeling really good about their looks or whatever, but they don't think they're allowed to say something about it, and that's something that I think is not right. You know, I think we should all feel like we can say, we're good looking, we're talented, we have a lot of beauty and stuff, and we should feel like we own it. You know, it's not something you should be afraid of, or that you should feel like it's something wrong with it. But yes, so I really feel that it's very important to accept your beauty and non-beauty. Some people are not beautiful to the public eye or to the conventional eye, but they're beautiful to the people they love, or they're beautiful to their good-looking lover, right? Maybe they have a good-looking lover, right? So it's not like you can say necessarily that you're not good-looking if you have if you have a good-looking partner, then you might feel good-looking even if you're not good-looking. I would feel very good-looking. I mean, but some people aren't necessarily like conventionally attractive, but they don't feel like they're not attractive because they have the friends they need and they've got all the things in place that they need, so they know they're good. But they don't feel, they're not model material, but they're not going to feel like they're not happy with it. A lot of people are happy with how they look and how they feel, about their look. So it's really important we recognize that there's different kinds of people, and different kinds of people really add to things, right? Like, and I've seen so many times where one person's partner is like not attractive, and then they're really attractive or whatever. So beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. We should really embrace beauty. Everyone should feel beautiful. But yes, that's my rant about that. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do for this video. Totally enjoyed the show. Longer videos tonight. I'm going to try. Some of them will be shorter, all right? Thank you all for watching. All right, bye now.